How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out what has been going on with Rust. And I've been gone for a bit. A lot of stuff going on in my personal life. Been sick on and off. Still am, and all that, but we're finally back. So let's get into it. We're going to do a little catch up for my channel. So there is a ton of stuff that is being worked on. Some of it's for this next September update. Looks like a lot of it is really going to be for the October update. First thing we're going to check out is the new promotion. You might have seen some frog boots, something, teased on Twitter or Instagram by the Rust devs, and now they've confirmed it is a partnership with Wellipets, and you can get your own real frog boots. Now, as you can see, they're pretty pricey. I believe this is the US dollar price, if I have it set right. It had me pick US, so I'm assuming it is, and that's a dollar sign. So anyways, about 220 bucks, but you do get this super awesome goofy hat. And yeah, so that's the only way to get this skin. The only way to rock it is going to be that. And there it is. So you can head to the website and you can go ahead and pre-order it now. And yeah, I'm sure there'll be more info on the dev blog here coming up next week. Moving along from that, we have quite a bit of work on the worlds. Nexus is being worked on. The jungle biome has been worked on. New animals for the jungle biome. There's a volcano. There's oases in the desert. There's river systems. And I think the stuff we might see more on the more soon is probably going to be the river systems and stuff like that. It's still on Ox 2, which is pre-staging, if you want to look at it as a way. So it's like pre-testing. And yeah, that's basically where that's at. And it's in a huge mess. So I went ahead and I went through the development Discord, and we have a few things sitting there. And the first thing is going to be, we have this map here, and it's from Scipia X Rivers. They posted it in there, and this just kind of shows the river systems. Most of these rivers are going to be all messed up, which is why I'm not showing you in Ox, because half of them are empty and this and that. But I do have this really cool picture that Rin posted on the Discord, and it is a early look at an oasis. So yeah, that is actually really, really cool looking. I just can't wait to see there be some more life in the Rust world again. That's going to be something that is very, very exciting. In addition to that, with new animals, there's also animal AI being worked on, and I think that is something that is actually very exciting. With that, we have the wolf being touched up first, it looks like, and Maverick here is on the case with AI. Wolves actually do stuff. So they won't follow players if you have a torch out, so they're scared of fire. If you pull out a torch or a bow, it affects them differently. If you shoot at them, it affects them differently. Wolves will actually circle their prey, which is very, very cool. Then they also have a flanking behavior for them. And then you'll even see if a wolf spots you and it runs away, it'll howl and get back up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So some very, very neat things with that coming in. And yeah, I think that's just going to be really, really cool, and I can't wait to see what they do with other creatures. With all of that, there's also going to be a water well redo, and if you kind of remember, there's these wells around the world, and there's not much to them. It looks like they'll actually have some kind of food crates, some loot, and a shopkeeper of some sorts. So hey, water well shopkeeper, that definitely sounds quite exciting. I always love more something in life into the world. In addition to that, we have some lights. So there's new lights under Hackweek. Now Hackweek does mean that they may or may not make it in. So, maybe not all these lights will, but they're being played around with. They could possibly make it in. Who knows? So with this Hackweek, we've got the spotlight, and it can be moved around like a CCTV using a hammer, so you can reorient it, which is nice. And then it looks like there's some kind of a fluorescent light, a bulb string, which is nice, and then something called fairy lights that has multiple colors. It also looks like a panel for indicator panel to interact and change colors will exist, And yeah, so, you know, a couple different things. Exciting for people who want to do a little more with the light up of their base, which I think is nice. And then with that, we have seen a little bit of work on the scrap plane. It's been a bit, but they did work on it this month. It is still technically a Hack Week project, so who knows, one way or another, we still might be getting it, so that was worth mentioning. I think a plane will definitely be something very crazy to change stuff up. So with that, we also have the return of Legacy Woodpiles. Now, I think this picture was originally given to Shadowfrax, but I'm not entirely sure. It's made cycles, and I'm not sure if I found the original owner. As you can see, the quality of it is pretty bad, so it's been reposted multiple times. So if I accidentally stole this from somebody, please let me know and give proof of they were first, and I will give credit where credit is due. But I'm pretty sure it was Shadowfrax originally. So anyways, Legacy Woodpiles are going to be coming back. I tried to see if they're able to be spawned in, but it doesn't look like it quite yet. But hey, here's a picture. They're coming back. And yeah, that's something really cool. So if you used to play, there used to be random wood piles laying around, and you could harvest it for some extra wood. It's not like the little pickup. This is something you actually hit with a hatchet, and it gives you a decent amount of wood. So that is something I think a lot of people will enjoy. Then we also have the new Frontier Pack, or the additional Frontier Pack. Looks like there's a hazmat, a hatchet and pickaxe, and a revolver all being worked on. So they're doing some more work with the revolver, and yeah, I think this is due for the October update, but then the SKS is as well, so I don't know if that's all bundled or going to be different bundles. I have no idea, but as soon as I do have more information on that, I will be sure to let you guys know about all of that. So with that, we do have some other cool development videos. The first one's going to be the car radio, and yeah, this one's actually a really fun one, and if you look, they hop on into the car, and there it is. It's a little radio. It doesn't even have textures yet, but you can select stations, and you can drive around and rock to your favorite Rust station. And yeah, I think that's a really fun thing. I definitely hope that it makes its way fully into the game, because it's just, the Rust radio channels are just so much fun, you know? Alright, and next up we have some box sorting for you, and yeah, this was posted up on the commits page, and it shows a box sorting system. And this is something that, you know, there's been plugins for, or mods, whatever you want to call them, on some servers and so forth, but something a lot of people really wanted in Rust officially. And you know, with the filters in the actual piping system and everything, it just kind of fit naturally that eventually we'd have box sorting too. So I'm really excited to see this. Hopefully this is something that makes itself fully into the game. And yeah, is this one of those things that will be a huge quality of life. Alright, before we move on to the wallpapers, we have two more things to show you. The first thing is going to be the accessibility tab. So under settings, there's now an accessibility tab, and this has where you can go ahead and change all of these colors here. There's also a default setting for the different types of, like, color blindness, I guess, is what you would say. And that will change that there. But there is something that is quite interesting. You can change your Holo side color between these different colors. So as you see, instead of red, we now have a blue Holo. And then if we go back into here, we can change it to a green Holo side. So yeah, that is definitely something that is very worth mentioning. Then next we have the clock item. This is something people have been asking for a very long time to be added into the game, and we finally have it here. And as you can see, it displays the in-game time. However, you can go ahead and set alarms and so forth and save that. Then you can either turn the alarm on and off down here at the bottom. And if we go ahead and get an electric tool, you'll see that it has a input here and a power output here, so you can hook up that alarm to various different things. Then if we go ahead and take a look at the bench, it's going to be a workbench level 2, and it's going to cost you 75 to research. If we go to crafting and bring up clock, you'll see it's 100 metal frags. This could still change, we'll have to see. And it does use 1 power. So that is definitely a very nice little addition. I can see some people doing some good stuff with this now that they don't have to make complicated circuits just to see the time for certain things. So that is that right there. Let's go ahead and take a look at wallpapers so far. All right, let's go ahead and finish it up with wallpapers. So wallpapers are going to be a new thing, and there's going to be probably quite a few questions, and we'll go ahead and cover that right now by adding the various different pieces. So yes, yes, no, yes, yes. So all pieces except for the wall frame can have wallpaper put onto them, but it can't go on ceilings and it can't go on the outside. It can only be on the inside or soft side, whatever you may want to call it there. And it is a basic blueprint. So if we go in here and type in wallpaper, you'll see that right now it's default and it's 20 cloth. And you can pick the actual pattern right here, so you can just make the stack of the actual ones you want, or you can reskin it in a bench or with a spray can. So when you do it with the spray can, it's just like any other. You click and then you can pick from all the different kinds. So we've got ourselves kind of the old scratchy ones, or these are called the vintage. We've got blue, red, gold or yellow, green. Then we've got the wainscoting. Comes in 3 variations. Most things come in 3 variations. Then we've got the polka dots. Then we've got the retros. Then we've got the fancy ones, which I think are royal. They're renamed to Fleur. Then we have Subway. There's the Subway brick, and then there's the brick with the line, which is called the Subway stripe. Then we have Clouds, and then we have the actual yellow stripe here, which is actually a replacement, which we'll get to in a second here. Then we have the Geometric, and then we have Blue Diamond, which is another replacement. And lastly, we have the 3 set of the plaster. There's the Venetian plaster, then there's the Venetian plaster with bottom moldings, and then with top and bottom moldings. So there used to be glow boards, and these were boards that had a glow light at the top and the bottom, and they have actually been removed completely from the game. So I don't know if they'll ever come back or what, if it was a lighting issue or what it was, or if maybe it'll be a paid DLC later. But as of right now, the glow boarding is gone, and when you try to spawn them, it actually comes in as the yellow stripes and the diamond. So they have literally been replaced. So I don't know if that's coming back, but that is a very important thing to mention. So you can also pick up wallpaper if you just go up to it with a hammer and hold E, just pops right back up, and you can just slap it right back up on there if you want. So that is pretty much it. Now it does look like wallpapers are coming to high externals as well. We do have the notes right here, which is pretty exciting. If they'll be the same ones or if they'll have their own or what exactly it'll be, I'm not sure. As of right now, wallpapers do not apply to them, so we can't test it out, but that will definitely be something that is very cool. So how do you feel about all this new stuff down in the pipeline? Are you excited for the wallpapers? Let me know how you feel about all of it. Thanks for watching, and stay rusty.